That Dart Goblin has been alive since dinosaurs have walked the earth. Look at that thing go. I was waiting for him to play a spell on it, but my man did not want to. This is going to be a good spell for us. We're going to hit a lot of things. Oh, we're going to hit a lot of things. We're going to hit all of the things, and we're going to win the game. GG's. Ooh, what's up, gamers? Today we are going to be cooking people with the best bridge spam deck in the entire meta, and arguably a top 5 deck in the entire game. This bridge spam deck features some of the most boosted cards inside of Clash Royale in the Evo Dart Goblin, the Canon Cart, and the Goblin Stein, and thrives on taking advantage of the fact that your opponent usually only has 1 or 2 good solid ground cards that you can use and abuse. When they don't have it in cycle, you can pressure with the Bandit, the Ghost, the Canon Cart, the Stein, and of course when the Evo Battle Ram is in cycle, it's over. Okay, that might be a little dramatic, but I promise you, this deck is really strong. And it is so different and unique than a lot of the decks that are in the meta, so there's a very good chance you can catch your opponents off guard with the solid number of ground cards that you have in your deck. So come along for the ride if you want to watch me spam some cards for the next 20 minutes. Into our first match of the video here, we're going to give him the good luck going up against Dagger Duchess, which is a pretty good sign. Honestly, if you're playing against Dagger Duchess, your chances of winning are through the roof. Unless they have a deck that like perfectly counters yours, you just do very well against Dagger Duchess because of all the spam. You are playing a bridge spam deck, so kind of to be expected. I'm just going to arrows this. I'm not super worried about the barrel. I think there are a lot of ways that I can defend the barrel. Okay, we're going to go early Dart Goblin here and get ready with the Mother Witch. Yep, there's the barrel. Ooh. Wall breakers were a nice touch by my opponent. But we're going to spam right back. He doesn't have the Valkyrie in cycle, so I think now is a good time for me to be aggressive because, like I said, he's running Dagger Duchess and no Valkyrie in cycle. So that's what I'm talking about with this deck is knowing when you can go in. You can see he already took like a massive chunk of his tower. We're going to go like this, and now we have a pig on his tower. So good stuff from us. And as the match goes on, it's only going to get better for us because Dagger Duchess gets worse and worse as the match goes on, for those of you that don't know. Kind of Chef Tower does too, but especially Dagger Duchess. And on top of that, in a 2-tower match, we absolutely have the advantage in a 2-tower game. We're going to go Mother Witch. I think I'm too slow to stop both of them, unfortunately. Yeah, so that sucks. I'm going to be honest with you, that's not great for us, but whatever. Okay, let's see if the Mother Witch takes care of the Dart Goblin. It will not, but the Chef Tower should clean it up with hopefully 1 shot. 2. Even though we found ourselves in this situation, it is genuinely really, really good for us because we're going to be able to trade towers, no doubt. Like, no doubt that we're going to be able to trade towers. And then in a 2-tower game, it's like just GG's. Dagger Duchess is so awful in a 2-tower situation. So that's going to be tower down for him. And at this point, we pretty much secured the game, barring any like awful plays from us. Wall breakers are the one thing I have to worry about because they're really hard to defend. So I think thematically, I want to save my arrows for the wall breakers if I can. If I can, that's definitely what I want to do. We actually caught the princess there, which was awesome. So defending barrel with troops and then saving the arrows for the wall breakers is probably the best thing that we can do, unless we get awesome arrows value on offense, which we did there. So I absolutely took it. So far, so good. I'll just pop this ability here just to take care of the Valkyrie. And we're going to reset here. I want to try and get back to my arrows because if he does go in for like a big wall breakers push or something like that, we need to be careful. Okay. Offensive cannon there. He really didn't want that Mother Witch to get value. So since he doesn't have the cannon in cycle, we're going to get ready to go in for a battle ramp. Oh, kind of feels like an overcommitment from him. Like I said, saving arrows and defending the barrel with troops, I feel like is the best way to play this situation. All right, let's get ready. Although he has to play some sort of troop, so we're going to go arrows here just to clean this up. Yeah, and like I said, I'm not even really like playing it perfectly, but that Evo Battle Ram took his entire tower, so we're just going to cycle back to arrows. Bandit again to defend the barrel, and there's really nothing he can do at this point. So really good matchup for us. Did we play it perfectly? No, but did we play it good enough to win? Absolutely. So GG's to this guy. Didn't have to think about it too hard. Just goes to show how strong the deck archetype is in the meta. So we'll give him the GG's. I'll catch you in the next match. Into the next match of the video against Manchester City, our lad, up here against Erling Haaland, or whatever that guy plays for Man City. Anyways, we're going to relax. Gonna wait a second. In general with this deck, it's better to play reactive because you're a bridge spam deck. You rely on counter push. So you can see there, I just waited, and now I'm going to have a really nice counter push because it's a 3-for-3 trade. We're happy with that. He goes for the Stein. I'm going to go for a Stein of my own and a Battle Ram because that's a big elixir commitment, and I don't think he's going to be able to fully defend all of this. We're going to go for a high Dart Goblin as well and kind of just see what happens. Look at the left side. Beautiful, beautiful, and his Doctor is going to fall. Nice. That actually worked out really well for us. I'm happy with that. Happy with that series of interactions. We're also going to go Bandit here just to limit the damage that we take, but also provide counter push. He's going to let the Ghost go and then go for something else. I do have the Mother Witch. I kind of want to use it as like a surprise factor thing, so I'm just going to let this go. The Mother Witch is one of the most important cards in your deck because swarms do so well against spam, and so the Mother Witch is kind of your answer to that, right? It's like, okay, we can hit him with the Mother Witch to get their gang or get their Skarmy or get their bats. He's probably going to go Stein. No, he goes Canon Cart of his own. That makes a lot of sense. I'll go Canon Cart in the back. Wow, I did not expect the Ghost to take care of that Canon Cart. I wouldn't have gone Canon Cart if I knew, but it's all good. So many interactions changed with the upgraded Chef Tower, so I wasn't really ready for that, but it's all good. Just going to set up a defense here. He will have a very nice counter push, so I'm going to go Dart Goblin, like right here. It'll help out with the right side. He could go arrows, he could not. If he does, we can maybe go for a kite or something like that. Pretty good defense there. That Dart Goblin getting a lot of value. So much value, actually. I feel like if I was him, I would have played arrows on it, but I'm not him. That Dart Goblin has been alive since dinosaurs have walked the earth. Look at that thing go. I was waiting for him to play a spell on it, but my man did not want to. This is going to be a good spell for us. We're going to hit a lot of things. Oh, we're going to hit a lot of things. We're going to hit all of the things, and we're going to win the game. GG's. It's over. It's over. You can't eat that much damage and give me that much of a positive elixir trade. So, really, really well played to us. He doesn't even have his recruits in hand, so we're going to do this. Take care of that Canon Cart. Jeez Louise. Yeah. Well, anyways, that was a really good match. I didn't even get to show off the Evo Battle Ram or anything like that. I mean, that mechanic is so incredibly strong, but didn't get to use it. Just shows that if you make like one or two really, really good decisions in the match, you are capable of winning. We're going to slide this in, lock for the Doctor, and you can see now the Battle Ram's not going to get reset because the Canon Cart tanked for it. That was a crazy play. Oh my goodness gracious. Absolutely destroy this guy. Nice. Anyways, we're going to give him the good game. No need to BM. Just a super satisfying set of gameplay. I'll hold that dub. See you in the next match. Alright, in our next match here against Russ. Rocking the Chef Tower. Chef Tower pretty bad against us, at least the tower itself, but a lot of times the deck archetypes that they run with Chef Tower are like really good. So I don't know if that makes sense. Like the decks that we're going to be playing against will probably, you know, be difficult matchups, like a lot of beatdown, like P.E.K.K.A. or something like that. But the actual deck itself is like pretty bad. All right, we're going to go like defensive Battle Ram here. And I definitely spent a lot, but he spent 6, and he needs to, yeah, I was going to say, he still needs to spend on both lanes, really. Yeah, Chef Tower's bad. Ooh, okay, actually, we need to light him up here. Like, we have to. So we're going to go low Mother Witch. Yeah, and he doesn't have enough elixir to defend that Canon Cart. That's kind of what I was expecting. Nice. Cool. Definitely didn't get as much damage as I wanted to, but it's fine. Oh, Goblin Machine. Is he running like Rune Giant, Goblin Machine, Cheese, or something like that? Nice. Okay, and that Bandit is going to warrant a response. So net, we're looking good. I'm still trying to figure out what the deck is, if it's P.E.K.K.A. or something like that. Could be like Goblin Giant with Rune Giant and P.E.K.K.A. or something like that. Anyways, just going to be mindful of everything. I want to try and get to my Evo Battle Ram if I can, and I'm going to push opposite the lane that he's going. We're going to get a nice leveled up Battle Ram. Depending on what he plays, I can go Ghost. Oh, I see a lot of P.E.K.K.A. players do this, but especially because he just cycled that Cannon. Oh, this makes a little more sense, I guess. Oh, wow, and that's actually going to kite the Barbarians. That was so smart. Okay, yeah, there's the Tornado. Kind of obvious. You don't want to play more than one ranged units at a time because they're just going to tornado it into the E-Giant. So really good. I feel like he's going to go Spear Goblins or something. I'm going to have my Mother Witch ready, and I'm going to try and predict like Spear Goblins or something. Those are not Spear Goblins. That was a better play. So, bad read by us, but you know, sometimes you got to go for the prediction. Doesn't always work. And the Chef Tower is still really bad against the pigs, so I'm super fine with that. We're going to set up with our Evo Battle Ram here. And I think he's going to get ready to go in. But he has to defend our Battle Ram, so let's go like this. Nice, and he actually does not set up to go in. And now that he's used his Evo Cannon, we're going to go for the Dart Goblin just to help shred everything. And the Evo Battle Ram's gonna connect. The Evo Battle Ram's gonna connect. Nice. Ooh, and Desperation Electro Giant right there. Like, truly, that was a bad Electro Giant. Yeah, I see what he's trying to do for sure, but it's probably too little too late for my man right here. I really like the vision, but it ain't gonna work. The Dart Goblin's gonna clean all of this up relatively, and then low Canon Cart is so notorious to break through, or difficult, not notorious. And that E-Giant's not going to take our tower in time, so we don't really got to worry about it. So GG's to us. Super original deck. Oh, I didn't even see the bomber behind it. But I think we played it really well, and again, Evo Battle Ram, very strong in this deck and against the Chef Tower, so another easy win there. We'll see you in the next match. Alright, into our next match here against Canon Cart. I have a feeling that this guy's going to be running the Canon Cart, but so am I. So two Canon Cart players facing off against each other. I'm going to wait, like I said. In general, I like to be reactive, but since he used that, I'm going to go for the Battle Ram. It's just going to end up being like an even trade, so I don't really have to worry about it. I put it in the corner, but I think it still pulls from that position. He'll probably NATO this if he has it in cycle. Yeah, exactly. It's fine with me. Just going to let it go. Not that big of a deal. Might even be able to get my King Tower activated over here. We'll see. I think I will, actually. Nice. I think that's worth it for that King Tower activation. Usually when they're running Electro Dragon, it's some sort of beatdown deck or something like that. So I feel like it's worth activating your King Tower in that situation, but I guess it's kind of debatable. Electro Dragon and Bar Barrel, don't 100% know what we're going to be playing against. Maybe I was going to say Graveyard at first, but now I very much do not think that that is the case. All right, we're going to go low Stein here. He has to respond to the Ghost. Okay, never mind. I have no idea what this dude is playing. I've decided that this guy's deck makes no sense at all. We're going to Battle Ram just to kite this over a little bit. Nice. So the thing about the cage is it's going to pull in the monster, but it's not going to do anything about the Battle Ram. Nice. We get the Evo Electro Dragon out of hand. I'm really happy about that because that card is very, very strong when it's used like with a push. But since he used it, I don't want to say wasted it, but not to support his push, it's going to be a lot easier to defend. And this Mother Witch is going to do awesome here, just like allowing for one Goblin Brawler hit, but nothing else. So now we're in a really good position. We're up in Elixir because he's going to have to spend over there. And I might press opposite lane here. Go for like a Ghost and a Cannon Cart or something because he doesn't have his Electro Dragon in cycle, I think is what I'm going to do. And that is definitely what I'm going to do now because he cycled that Baby D. Fair enough. Good NATO by him, to be honest. Alright. Let's get ready here. I know he has the Electro Dragon. So we're going to go like this. We're going to go Ghost. We're going to get ready. We need to snipe that Electro Dragon if we can, because otherwise it just gets a lot of value. Pop this ability. E-Drag is going to go down. E-Drag is going to go down. We're going to apply a little bit of split lane pressure because he has to spend on the right lane. Nice. E-Barb's actually doing work for him on defense. Like, genuinely, I feel like they're working well. Okay, let's go like this. And then we're going to have our Dart Goblin ready. Goblin Cage. So good, dude. What a creative deck. I mean, like, I want to give props to this guy because the deck is very, very creative. Don't quite know what his win condition is yet, but that's okay. Ghost on the left is going to get a lot of value. I do feel like we're controlling the tempo, so for now, I don't have too many complaints about the matchup or their deck or anything like that. We're going to do this. Golem kind of makes sense now that I'm looking at it. Nice. We needed that to die badly. And now I get why he wasn't going for a Golem because it's just going to get, I feel like it's just going to get destroyed and we're going to have a nice counter push here. So I get it now. And that's going to be tower down and good game. So GG's to this Golem player. There's really nothing he could do. Like, you can see he waited all game to go in for a Golem, went in for the Golem, and instantly lost. So I think the way we played around the Electro Dragon won us that match. So GG's. We'll see you in the next one. All right, enter our next match here against Mini Nico. For those of you that don't know, if you have a mini account, it means it's like your second or third account. So if someone has a mini account, they're probably like pretty decent at Clash Royale because they're playing a lot. Playing enough to have 2 accounts, which is interesting. And dude, I played against so much Canon Cart today. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if Canon Cart needs a nerf or anything like that. Nice, we got it to lock onto the tower. Look at that Canon Cart. It got pushed by the Battle Ram and it locked onto the tower. That was crazy. That was crazy. I wasn't even necessarily trying to do that, but it worked so well. Oh, now we're cooked. But that worked well. Oh, this egg is gonna yuck me up. Please. Please. Nah, never mind. Goblin Stein's broken. Ooh. Okay, honestly, I'm fine with that. That could have been way worse. Shout out to Goblin Stein. That play was crazy at the start. Did you see that Canon Cart get pushed? All right, let's go like this to try and take his tower at the very least. That's all that I really want from the situation. Yeah, okay. So he's gonna give up his tower. That's cool. I mean, he does get an elixir advantage, but I'm really confident in this deck's ability to defend. It has a really strong defense if, you know, when you have your Stein and cycle and stuff like that. So not bad at all. Okay, we're gonna go like low Dart Goblin here. It is what it is. Go Dart Goblin, do your best. Do your best, Dart Goblin, do your best, Chef Tower. Nice, and we saved our tower, so that's nice. He does have, you know, he had a pump down, but he spent way more than we did on that push, so that's all good. He still has to take my tower, and the good news is if I play this smart and I don't overextend on defense on that lane, we should be in like a really good spot. Let me go Bandit here. Goes for a pump. It's interesting. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna battle ram to try and take care of the pump. You know, kind of negate it, but also pressure the opposite lane at the same time. And you can see, yeah, look at that elixir pump. The elixir pump hopefully gets washed. Yeah, it does. Okay, perfect. That's like exactly what we wanted. Okay. The bats are gonna go in front, I think, which is huge. Okay, go on, go on, go on. Have a day. Okay, that's probably tower down. Yeah, not much that I think I can do about that situation. We're gonna get some piggies. We're gonna get some piggies, which is nice. Always nice to have zip piggies. Always nice to have zip piggies. And now we're gonna spam him like our life depends on it because the game kind of does. All right, we're gonna get Dart Goblin in the pocket as well. Such a good play. It's gonna destroy this Goblin Giant, and we're gonna destroy his tower. So that's kind of what I was saying. Where like, even if they take our tower, which like, you know, they did, and I kind of anticipated that, the counter push that we were gonna have in the opposite lane was gonna be just nasty, and it proved to be so. So GG's to this guy on his mini account. But I think we played it really well. We managed the game well, and we were not intimidated by those elixir pumps. So GG's. We're going to hold it. I'll see you in the next game. All right, into our last match of the video against Ace Fighter. I'll probably keep it in the video, win or lose. We'll see. But all the matches that I played, I feel like have been pretty good. I just like to keep the videos, you know, concise, around 20 minutes. I feel like that's a very watchable length. All right. You select an Ultimate Champion emote, which usually means they're not that good of a player. If their hallmark is like the Ultimate Champion emote, a lot of the times. I shouldn't always say that, but it's kind of what it feels like. This is going to get leveled up. He might go for a NATO. Yes, he does. So well played to my opponent. He leaked a little bit of elixir before that NATO, so I'm going to get ready to spam him just because he leaked. I know it's kind of crazy, but I think it's a fine play. Nice. He's going to get onto everything. That monster is... Ugh. Alright, probably have to play something else. Nice, that all comes down. Easy peasy. We're going to go for the Cannon Cart to help out on defense. I don't think he'll pop the ability, but you never really know. He does pop the ability. I don't think that was a great ability. I think that ability might end up costing him pretty big here. So I thought, but apparently not. We're going to go Mother Witch just to support this. And that Cannon Cart almost locked onto the tower, but at the very least, the Chef Tower is targeting it. Nice, okay. Good damage onto the tower. We'll take that. Kind of good at recognizing when you're up just like a little bit of elixir when it's a good time to be aggressive or not. So I'm super fine with that play. I'm trying to think what his deck is. Bar Barrel, Skeleton Dragons. Like, it doesn't look like Lava. Could be Golem. Yeah, he is NATO. It's definitely Golem, huh? Alright, good to know. We should fare pretty well against Golem. I mean, it kind of depends on the exact deck archetype. We're going to go Stein in front and get ready to pop the ability. I'm curious if he has a Lightning or something. Like, if it is the deck that I think it is, I feel like he would have a Lightning, but maybe not. Right, we're going to let this all go. We don't really have a better play, as he defended that very, very easily. Tornado. If he pops the ability, we're going to go for a Mother Witch, and then we're going to go Bandit to help keep it under control. Nice. Really good Mother Witch. Oh, I didn't... What? It spawns little cloned piggies? I didn't know that. Alright, once again, we're going to get ready with a Stein here because of those Skeleton Dragons. Ooh, and I don't know if I agree with that, to be completely honest, because those Skeleton Dragons are going to get shredded. I'm going to wait to play the Dart Goblin, I think, and I'm going to pressure opposite lane with the Battle Ram. Nice. Because he can't ignore that, otherwise it's going to take his tower. I mean, maybe he thinks he can, but he can't. Nice. And it did force out Elixir, which is exactly what we wanted. Bandit over here. Wow, look at how much damage that got on the opposite lane. That's crazy. And the Ghost, and the Ghost, and the Ghost. Okay, I have an idea. I think if we go Battle Ram and Cannon Cart, we can just win the game. Like, straight up. Straight up. I don't know if there's anything you can play that'll stop this. If we go arrows with it as well. Look at the Battle Ram. Look at the Battle Ram. GG's. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I think we have a really strong defense against Golem, and when we defend it, we have a massive counter push most of the time if you just play around the Electro Dragon. So GG's. We're going to hold that W, and I'll see you in the outro. And that is going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot. I'll also put the deck link in the YouTube description as well, so you can just easily click on it and open inside of Clash Royale. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you supporting me and the channel. Give this deck a try. It's really strong. It's kind of underrated. I mean, there are a few people that were using it at top ladder, but it's very strong, especially if you're a fan of spam decks and bridge spam decks and things like that. It's a little heavier, like 3.8 elixir cycle is kind of slow compared to some of the faster cycle decks in the meta, but it's really fun, a great change of pace, and like I said, it's very strong. So thank you one final time for watching, and I really hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace out!